And on the show here today, we have LK. What's up, my bro?
What's going on, Mista Geo? What's good? What's good?
How you, sir?
Bro, I'm feeling good today, man. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for asking, man. So, of course, we're here doing it live on air, but through the internet. So, just for the viewers, can you tell us, most importantly, who is LK?
LK is a Congolese brother based in West Sussex, precisely in Crawley. You know what I'm saying? I'm a recording artist, really diverse in sounds. But yeah, that's pretty much it in a nutshell who LK is.
No, I hear that. So, how long have you been doing music for?
I've been doing music, to be honest, like since 11. Like that's when I first came across recording. But I kind of started doing music like when I was 13. That's when I like recorded my first rap song
Sure,
because
sure.
between 11 to 13, I was pretty much just trying to study flows and stuff like that.
I hear that. So,
Mm,
from quite a young age, then.
yeah, 100%.
No, I hear that. So
100%.
more specifically, can you define what type of artist you are? Because as you said, you're quite diverse within your music. Like, do you hit home in Afro beats? Is it trap? Is it trap soul? Like, can you define what sort of music that you like to put out there?
Yeah, at the moment, I feel like I'm gravitating towards Afro beats a lot more now. But initially, I started more on with hip hop. But yeah, like now, even with the rebrand, I don't know if some people have noticed, even on my Instagram, I've changed my handle to official Congo Boy just to announce that
Okay.
arrival of me coming onto Afro beats like heavier than I used to before.
So you're from Congo, so I assume you speak French.
100% fluently.
So I hear that, bro. Massive fluently. I hear that GCSE A star. Get me? I'm sitting on the
Come on,
sea, bro.
man.
Small mad, but no playing. So in terms of your music, do you speak both English and French? Because I'm hearing some twang, but I don't know if that twang within your music is French or if it's just a vibe. You get me?
Yeah, I mean, I can say it's just the vibe, but like now with the whole rebrand thing, I've kind of thought about slipping in Lingala because that's like the native language, my
Okay.
native language, French and English at the same time. So I'm pretty much mixing up those three languages within my songs and stuff.
No, I hear that. That's cool because for the listeners that will tune into your songs later, of course, from when
Eh,
I heard it, I was thinking, yo, this is dope, this is wavy. But I couldn't tell if you were spitting in French or if it's English, if it's broken
nah,
French.
it
And
was
so I
French.
had to ask. I'm like, okay, let's ask my guy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was French, right? Yeah, it's French.
So you said that being from Crawley, what is it like to be an artist from outside of London that's trying to break through the music industry?
In all honesty, it's quite difficult. Can't lie, it's quite difficult in a sense where we at, there's no scene there pretty much. We're starting to build up now. Like you can see there's like a lot of rappers coming up in Crawley, but in general it's very hard because you're just having to travel to London to find the best studios
Sure.
and the best spaces like to work and people to work with. They're usually based in London. So it is
Sure.
quite a struggle just going there and back and getting to know people and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's on the other side it's actually quite dope because it's like you're more hungry and determined because you know you're focusing on what's
100%.
there in the capital.
No, I hear that. So musically, how have you been spending your time during lockdown?
I mean, lockdown musically, I've been before lockdown I was in a studio. I was in a studio, but during the whole period of lockdown I was just mainly focusing on just sharpening my pen and just absorbing different sounds really and just working on like my signature flow and stuff like that. Pretty
No, I hear
much. I
that.
haven't really hit the studio that much, unfortunately.
Of
But
course.
yeah, I was just working on some other stuff, trying to get my other songs mixed and mastered. So
No,
they're
I hear
ready to
that.
go.
So on the socials, I see that you have been putting in a lot of work regarding the BLM movement, Black Lives Matter movement.
Yes, sir.
I saw you put together a event, a protest in Crawley on the
Yeah.
socials. Do you feel that your input is making an impact on your following? And what was the feedback from that protest that you have done?
Okay, so yeah, the event like it was a success. And after that event, or even when I started being more vocal about my views on Black Lives Matter, I saw like there was a lot of people from from Crawley that
Sure.
kind of, started wanting to get in touch and started to hit me up, and what I'm saying, and it was just good to receive love from locals and people from London as well and outside of Crawley, just off of off of that event and stuff. So
No, that's
yeah,
dope.
it was like it was crazy. It was crazy. I didn't think that people would view it that way, because for me it was
100%.
just like, a ceremony, we're getting together, but to others it was really a deep thing where, they were very happy and glad that something like that even took place.
Did you
You
have
know
a
what I'm
big
saying?
turnout?
The turnout, in my opinion, I think it was big because I
Sure.
didn't really expect people to turn up like that. I thought it was pretty much going to be with me and my group of friends, but at my surprise, when I arrived, I saw like loads of faces that some I didn't really recognize, but the majority of us knew each other, and it was dope. It was dope.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's all live. So, in your opinion, how can we achieve more on the BLM movement throughout and being in the music industry?
Throughout and being in the music industry, I feel like artists do not realize what platform we have and what voice we have. So I feel like maybe with our visual directions as artists, maybe to include those messages within our lyrics and stuff. Because
Sure.
I was, I'm saying, just to keep um, reminding people that the fight does not just stop here. It's just like there's a long
100%.
way to go, and our voices can be heard. You know what I'm saying? We are the voices of like our local areas of our, I'm saying, community. So we should use it to our like full advantage.
Nah, no doubt. Of course. So, let's talk about the music that you have released so far. So, you released a song called Paid in Full alongside an artist called FD, also from Crawley as well.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
all right.
Absolutely.
So, how was the reception to that song, Paid in Full?
Again, it's it like you do not really expect people to react in a certain way when it comes to song, me personally. So even all type FD for this, because it was just like we linked up on a, what I'm saying, we planned it, but most of the song was freestyle. So we were just thinking like, okay, this is like our initial collaboration kind of
Sure.
thing. And yeah, the vibes was there, you feel me? And when we released it, like it was crazy, like walking into town and you hear someone bumping that in their car,
I hear
or you
that.
run into someone like who just watched the video and they were like, "Raw, we saw Paid in Full." Like it was quite obvious that people loved it and they were expecting more like sounds like that, and
100%.
collaborations with FD. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was sick. It's lit.
So, what did you learn as an artist from that release? How have you grown since that song? Because that came out when 2019, last year.
Yeah,
How have
yeah.
you ever, as an artist, like evolved from that?
Yeah, I think at that point I was in that year I lost my grandmother, so things kind of slowed
Sorry to
down
hear
for
that.
me. Yeah, yeah, things kind of slowed down for me, and when it did, I think FD with that release, it kind of got me back on my feet, where people were looking towards me a bit more. Because around then times, I remember even having a conversation with FD, and it was like he was saying like, bro, like, gee, you're literally in the thin line between people not caring anymore, or what I'm saying, you coming back harder. You know what I mean?
Sure,
And then
sure.
from there, I was just like, you know what, bro, let's get into the studio and let's do something. And he
Let's
hit
hit
me
home.
back. You know what I'm saying? And from there, it just kind of brought me back on my feet to me even releasing 3000, which was recorded like before Paid in Full, like around summer kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
yeah.
that's interesting. Okay, so right now I'm gonna get into Paid in Full. Right now, I'm gonna play it right here on Westside. This is
Yes, sir.
LK alongside artist called FD, also from Crawley. It's called Paid in Full. Check it
Yes,
out.
sir.
Seth got the waves.
Our kids on that beat.
Checks and pounds, I run it down. They wanna two, nah, they never two when I'm around. They always lie, they always fake, and my whole team, they won't show you about patience. Yeah, let me show you about checks and pounds. I run it down. They wanna talk, nah, they never talk when I'm around. They always lie, they always fake, and my whole team, they won't show you about patience. Yeah, let me show you about OGJs, black denims, feeling like Spike Lee. Kid in the back, night track, that's a YG. Priceless if you book me, way more than your life, G. 2 years back I was broke, B. This year triple P's.
We can play dirty, there's a referee, cause I'm living the flows and my melodies. I'm too busy cooking up in the studio to hit me to ask for the recipe. And the link up's kinda hoodoo. I got back here with FD. I ain't living the crib, but let's pay fee. I go 0 to 100 and it kinda free.
My exposure doubles a fee. Money makers don't flaunt, you see. Paid in full and got money on me. You're looking at hustle when you're looking at me. Talking fresh, boy. All to my toes on my neck, boy. Designer bags, that's my new toy. Priceless on my head, boy.
Checks and pounds, run it down. They're just gonna talk when I'm not around. I don't mess around. I'm coming from the ground. They just love my sound. Checks and pounds, run it down. They're just gonna talk when I'm not around. I don't mess around. I'm coming from the ground. They just love my sound. It's crazy every time I think about it, man. I started out, I was hopeless. Now we up, now I'm feeling so blessed. Making money moves and progress. We didn't make it out overnight, we just had to trust in the process. Trying to bust out for a bust down, there's no time for the nonsense. Oh no, making money moves, trying to get this dough, yeah. I'm just rocking with the flow, yeah. It's that DRC, you already know, yeah.
All pink, killer cam. Made more money than your man.
Do the running, man, 200 grands. I'ma have to fly and go to France, yeah.
My face out on a billboard. Don't bring your girl, am I still yours?
The only thing that I live for is the same thing that I'll kill for.
I might die tonight. Even though I'm drunk, I might drive tonight.
Ghosting and I'm out of sight. Me and these rappers are not alike, yeah.
No do-rags, but I'm big waving on the best out. I'm just saying, yeah, forever living. Checks and pounds, I run it down. They wanna talk, nah, they never talk when I'm around.
Checks and pounds, run it down. They're just gonna talk when I'm not around. I don't mess around. I'm coming from the ground. They just love my sound. Checks and pounds, run it down.
So that one there, kind of wavy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kind of
yes,
wavy.
sir.
That was called
Yes,
Paid
sir.
in Full by right here. He's in this online studio with me right now. LK, Congo
Come on.
boy. So
Yes, sir.
your most recent single is called 3000. So what is this
Yes,
song
sir.
about?
3000, I am not going to lie to you. I had no structure about it whatsoever.
Interesting.
But then it turned out to be like, basically, I remember when I was creating it, I was, I was in a spot where I was looking for love, right?
Sure.
So it was pretty much one of those things where I was in a situationship. So it just took that and
Using an entanglement.
yeah.
You know?
That was there.
Sorry,
yeah,
so I had to. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just had to just put it in there kind of thing. And pretty much through the song, I just, vibed out. Like the song, even the way it came across, it was me and my brethren, Kino Blue, who's also an artist in Crawley.
Sure.
So I remember I had a 3 yard or whatever, and he had his equipment, and he was just like, we gotta make a song, like, because my parents and the family, they went to Congo for a vacation, innit?
Okay.
So I had the house for a month.
3
to
yard.
myself.
Come on.
Yeah.
Children, don't
Bruh.
believe in 3 yards yet. It's a myth. It's not true. For all those listeners out there that are thinking about, doing something in their 3 yard, don't do it. I have to say that as a presenter. Sorry,
Got
please,
to.
LK, please continue, my bro.
But yeah, so he was just like, there's no way your family's going on a vacation to Congo and you're not recording music at home.
100.
So he just bust through the door, came through, you know what I'm saying? And got together and worked on something, and yeah, we just sat on it. Like we literally just recorded that song and just played between us, like to just have fun with.
100.
Until one day I played it to someone who does not really like listen to my music like that, and he was just like, "You gotta release it." Then it came out, but it was just pretty much a song based on a situationship around them times.
So when was the song released?
The song was released on 14th of February this year.
Valentine's Day
Valentine's.
thing.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
let's get into this one now. This one is called 3000 by LK right here on Westside.
AJ Sounds. I don't really like to feel stressed. Make you own his money feel best. Baby, all I need is good sex. I don't really smoke. I'm just here to catch a little vibe. I don't really mind getting high. We just cruising for the Ville. Me and my niggas cruising for the Ville. If you love me, baby, tell me how it feels. Keep you on the low. You don't need to put it on the gram. I just wanna hit it from the back. Sharing on I already know it's on the push on the push on the penny on solo get the car and they wanna This time I ain't tryna ask questions. Looking at you, I can see your intention. Cause shorty said she wanna roll with me. You're the only one that I need. Yeah, yeah. Tryna put your ass on the jet. All my haters looking at set. Cause I got a couple gal on that. Yeah. 1,000, you keep it 1,000. These streets put me more than 2,000. Fine girl, you let me 3,000. Yeah, 1,000, you keep it 1,000. These streets put me more than 2,000. Fine girl, she let me 3,000. Me see that bad girl stepping in the party. Bad man stepping in the party. Painting stepping in the party. Stepping in the party. Me see that bad girl stepping in the party. Bad man stepping in the party. Painting stepping in the party. Stepping in the party. Cause she the nicest, my neck is where the ice is. Flexing on these niggas, I don't need to show my biceps. I'm C-Town's finest, VIP's where you find us. Shorty looking like she from the island. I do everything in style and style out like I don't need a stylist. Bad vibes, we leave that shit behind us. Come spend time with a winner, that shit is priceless. Room full of bad bees, I'm getting indecisive. Man, I swear I was built for this. I know some brothers back home that will kill for this. I'm celebrating with my team cause we live for this. Nah, on the real, man, we live for this. 1,000, you keep it 1,000. These streets put me more than 2,000. Fine girl, you let me 3,000. Yeah, 1,000, you keep it 1,000. These streets put me more than 2,000. Fine girl, she let me 3,000. You see that bad girl stepping in the party. Bad man stepping in the party. Painting stepping in the party. Stepping in the party. Me see that bad girl stepping in the party. Bad man stepping in the party. Painting stepping in the party. Stepping in the party. Yeah. Sharing on I already know it's on the push on the push on the penny on it's a look at the car and they wanna sharing on I already know it's on the push on the push on the penny on it's a look at the car and they wanna
So that one there, 3000 by LK.
Come on.
Wavy.
You already know.
That's all I have to say.
Appreciate
Wavy.
that.
And you sat on that song for how long?
Thank you.
For a while. But do you know what? It's with music. To when you got certain songs, it don't really matter. Like, you could make a song today and feel like you have to release it tomorrow. And with music, we know that the timing's not right. It's all about timings. So
facts.
You know, so when you had that song originally and you sat in it, now the time is right. So
yeah, for
I'm
real.
glad that you have released that this year. Valentine's Day thing that came out this year. That was LK 3000. Check it out on all the platforms right here on Westside.
Yes, sir.
This is your boy Geo. This is Saturday Night Vibes. So the last song that I have to play, this is an unreleased track. So this is a Westside first play, I believe.
100%, yes, sir.
And the song is called.
Up Next.
So
Called Up Next.
the song is pretty self-explanatory. Please can you
100%.
a little synopsis on how Up Next came about and what's about, of course.
So yeah, Up Next, we recorded that pretty much a day or two after 3000. Yeah, so we recorded it a day or two after 3000
Okay.
last year in July. So
So a year ago.
I remember, a year ago basically, and it was one of those ones where, like I said, I'm more of like gravitating towards Afrobeat, but on the on the other side, I do my other sounds just for myself and other core like listeners. So we decided to come up with a bouncy trap song because we were feeling good that time. We were just catching a vibe at home, playing FIFA, drinking, and we decided, you know what, let's just create something that's that's telling the world that I'm up next.
Who's next? LK's up next, of course.
100, bro, 100. I just gotta stay consistent, and that's it.
So this is a Westside first play right
100.
here. This is the first
100.
play in general, I kind of believe.
In general, they'll never hear this again.
Gio's got the exclusive. I like that.
100.
So this one is called Up Next by LK. Let's get into this one right here on Westside.
Yeah. Hey. I told my dog that we am next. I put in work, and never rest. Ceux qui me connaissent savent que je bosse toujours sans cesse. I'm stepping in the booth as if I'm about to go confess. Girl, I only fuck with you, no one else. This is all I do, I'm best. I don't follow no clock, don't follow no hype, don't follow no trends. I'm just making this money and making this move, ain't making no plans. Yeah. Same things I'm messing with my conscience. She just always messing with my conscience. When you're moving through the city, best be cautious. Keeping it 100, I need them 1,000, yeah. Where I'm from, they don't play. If you hit the beat, yeah. If I don't get my back, then nobody eats, yeah. Bust it down, f it up, that's my freaky queen, yeah. She want Louis V, yeah, on a cute physique, yeah. I'm for to Lily, nothing here for free. I told my doc I gotta take this to a next degree. She said the friend just wanna join, I'm like, that's cool with me. I took a break, I had my time to find a remedy, yeah. So I do this for the fam. All my niggas in the ville be going ham. I will never ever gon' be acting for the gram. Look, we don't correlate, now you never understand. I told my dog that we am next. I put in work, and never rest. Ceux qui me connaissent savent que je bosse toujours sans cesse. I'm stepping in the booth as if I'm about to go confess. Girl, I only fuck with you, no one else. This is all I do, I'm best. I don't follow no clock, don't follow no hype, don't follow no trends. I'm just making this money and making this move and make no plans, yeah. Yeah. Who real, who fake, we can tell. Tell me what's a handout when you getting it yourself. I've been way too humble, guess it's time for me to flex. Pull the plug on me, but God is my connect. I blew a bad that I know I should've kept. And my life's the crazy anyways, I don't regret it. Ain't no competition to me, no beat, ain't no threat. Bro, just see me up on my line like we are next. Bro, just see me up on my line like we are next. Certain things I'm messing with my conscience. Shit just always messing with my conscience. When you're moving through the city, best be cautious. Keeping it 100, I need them 1,000. I told my dog that we am next. I put in work, and never rest. Ceux qui me connaissent savent que je bosse toujours sans cesse. I'm stepping in the booth as if I'm about to go confess. Girl, I only fuck with you, no one else. Guess it's all I do, I'm best. I don't follow no clock, don't follow no hype, don't follow no trends. I'm just making this money and making this move and make no plans, yeah.
So that one there is Up Next by LK, exclusive right here on Westside. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
joining in, my bro. It's been a pleasure to have you.
Come on, man. I appreciate it, man. Same way here. Thank you for having me today, man, on the radio and everything. This is like my first radio interview ever, so it feels special, fam.
You're
Like,
most
big
welcome, then, bro. You're most welcome. So, what's next for you within your musical career? Like in terms of, is there a mixtape coming, EP, anything that we can get our hands on?
Right now we're just gonna focus on like singles and just visual content, really. Yeah, like this year, I decided just to drop more singles than projects because, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like I need to be a bit more consistent in that way before I can start even dropping
I hear that.
projects. Yeah.
So in terms of music videos, is there any visuals for 3000 or Paid in Full yet?
Yeah, we working on creating something for 3000. Like,
I hear that.
can't really give away too much information,
I hear that,
but
bro.
there's
Of
something in the
course.
pipeline. You get what I'm saying?
I have to ask as a journalist type, brother, to get all the info out of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're working on that. But myself, obviously, like I said, I have my own sounds that I create, so I will be dashing out freestyles and other
Bits here
stuff
and
that
there.
that I'm sitting on right now. You know
I
what I'm
love that.
saying?
I love that. So thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, please tell all the people where they can find you on the socials.
So obviously, you can find me on Instagram at official Congo Boy, Congo with a K and Boy with an I, and on Twitter as well. You can find me on Congo_boy, straight up like that.
Love that. Yes, brother LK. Thank you for joining us online. Official Congo Boy. Right here, live on West Side. It's your boy Geo. Saturday Night Vibes continues with some more Afro beats coming up shortly. Keep it right here. Yeah.